Whozo and Dinosaur World. So we're just near the capybara enclosure now. Jurassic World is up there. So I'll give a little review of the experience. Yes, it was enjoyable. Just unfortunate that the capybaras didn't want to come out. The keeper did try to rouse them, and it wasn't Mel, it was a girl called Amber that did the experience. So, but what she did do, because of how much it cost, which I thought was a kind gesture really, was allowed me, and there was two girls and their mum, allowed us to go and feed the lemurs. So because obviously that would be an extra experience which would obviously cost money, but because I'd paid enough to do the capybara one, I mean, I did get some good footage of them, don't get me wrong. I got some live footage of them. I took some photos, but unfortunately they wouldn't come out. So even though the mum heard the bamboo branches that we've got, and obviously we all got to tip food into their trough, they didn't want to come out. So unfortunately, couldn't get to see them up close as I would have liked to have done. And I did ask the keeper lots of questions, which is on the footage from the previous video. And apparently the dad capybara passed away. So there were 4 of them when I came here in October. There are now only 3, the mum and the 2 babies. So Chincho is the mum, Churro is the boy, and Cinnamon is the girl. So it's funny how all the names begin with the letter C, but anyway, well, I suppose so, because the capybaras, that begins with the C as well. So, but yes, it was an enjoyable experience. Obviously, maybe because they wanted to stay warm, they didn't want to come out. But this is just near the lemur forest now, just here, there's some lemurs out. So I've been in this enclosure just down here to feed the lemurs. So that was enjoyable. We had to wear a disposable glove. We weren't allowed to stroke them. So, but apart from that, I thought that was a kind gesture on their part to allow us to do that experience in there, which would be separate. But because obviously the primary reason was to do the capybara experience, which I've done. I've been in the enclosure, managed to put their toys out, put some food in their trough, obviously leave some bamboo in there. So maybe later on when I walk back round, I'll be there and I can get some close-ups and good footage of them. But I did get to go in the enclosure, as I say, and stand near where they were sitting. And obviously I zoomed in and did some footage. So please look back on that. Hello, Jamie. So this is at the Whozo. So I've just done the capybara experience. Unfortunately, they didn't want to come out, but I managed to get some good close-up footage of them, get to put some food in their trough as well. And as a kind gesture, the keeper Amber allowed us to do the lemurs, to feed the lemurs. So that's on another live stream. So this is near the sensory forest, almost near the Jurassic World area of the park. And obviously there's some lemurs down there, raccoons and Binu tongs as well. And there's some peacocks in here in this enclosure. So that's the map of the Whozo just there. So hopefully that'll give you an idea of where I am, right by the lemur forest. It's a bit muddy in places. So we'll head round to Wards. In fact, this brings you out at the Land Rover Safari and also the Wolf Wads, and then there's Jurassic World, Land of the Beasts and the Wallabies. So there's plenty of places for me to go. Hello, Philomena, how are you? I'm just at the Whozo in Shropshire in England. Just been and done the capybara experience. So please enjoy the live streams when I do them. I'll do a few more because I'm here all day. This is obviously the sensory forest. So as I say, I've done a little bit of a review on the experience with the capybara. Couldn't get close to them as I'd like to have done because they didn't want to come out. But I managed to leave some food in there, and I asked Amber, the keeper who was doing the experience, lots of questions. So that was nice. And this is the lemur walk, which is only open during weekends and half term. So they've got 14, I think, in here. So they're all having a sunbathe if you look through this wire. So I'll just stand by this fence and you can have a look yourselves. So there they are, look, enjoying themselves in here. Absolutely taking in the sun until up there. Look at that. But they've got this forest all to themselves, but it's usually open in school holidays and at weekends. He's up the tree there. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe at Colesmith25 to my channel. And this is the Binturong. May not be out, but I'll show you the information about them just there. It's not related to bears or cats, even though it's known as the bear cat. They eat mostly fruit, even though they belong to the order of carnivore. They smell like buttered popcorn. Okay. And that's how they mark their territory. And cute little creatures anyway. See if I can get a picture there. I'll have a walk up here. So it's the Palawan ringtong, whatever it's called now. He's probably in his bed actually. It's 11:20. So we've got information about this creature. It may come out later. Civet coffee. I'd like to drink that. And there is a raccoon. He's up in bed up there in that shed. That's the Lima Forest walk through, just through there. That's where you go for the Lima Forest, through those gates. But it's only open on weekends. So we'll get away from here. So I've just been in there and fed these creatures. And the coaties were out early. I don't know whether they still are. Not, but they were out early. I've done some footage. He's still on that net. You see, he's asleep. Chilling in the sunshine. I'll be there. How did I heat you in there? Hello, CD presenter Martin here. Don't forget to download the brilliant Uzu app. Play Store. With an interactive map, Nigel Marvin. So they have different animals that they meet soon. He's still in there. And this one's still in here, look, having a good gulp. There he is. A collared brown lemur. Let's see if the capybaras have come out. They wouldn't come out earlier. They may come out later, but they're in this bit round the left hand side. So I've left the bamboo tree. Look, I've left that bamboo stick in there. And obviously that's their toys, that pink and blue thing. So the girls planted some bamboo across there and I planted mine just over there. behind the trough. Yeah, so that blue and pink thing, there's some food in there. We went into that shed and obviously got to see the capybaras in the back of there. And I'll show you the famous sign. There it is, Cinnamon, the world famous capybara, Who's Who in Dinosaur World. And that's the gates at the back where she got out, because apparently they'd left, the tractor went in to mow the lawn, and obviously she slipped past apparently. And they did inform the Ministry of Defence next door that she got out as well, so they were aware. But obviously they had to ask special permission if she'd have ventured onto their land. But this is the pond they like to go in, and obviously that's the gate they got out over there. Little monkey. But anyway, she made world news, and it's the first time apparently this week that they've done the experience. So so there you go. So this is the enclosure. I'll head to another part of the park now. Maybe go through the sensory forest.